Hi guys, and welcome back to this channel. Okay, so this is the poke test for fondants for you to know it is ready to roll. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to prep already made fondants for rolling. As you know, like if you're buying already made fondant, you can just put it on top of your rolling board and just roll. That's not how it works. It's not going to work like that. Your fondant is going to tear. So today I'm going to be showing you how to do that in 5 easy steps without you putting it in the microwave. Mind you, if you put your already made fondant in the microwave, it is going to spoil the texture. It is going to be like chewing gum when you are done, and it is going to be tearing on your cake, so you don't want that. So today we're going to be using Okrasa. If you live in Eastern Europe, it's a really popular brand around here. They make other things as well. So today we're going to be using this red fondant from Okrasa. So first things first, yeah, I don't use vegetable shortening because in this part of the world Crisco is very expensive. So I use butter. The only downside to butter is that if you're using white fondant, it's going to change the colors just a little bit, just slightly. So the first thing you want to do is spread some butter or vegetable shortening on your board as a first step, and then the second step is to separate your fondant into 2 parts, especially if you're working with more than 1 kg. If it's less than 1 kg, you don't need to separate it, but if it is more than 1 kg, you should separate it into 2 parts, and then start to stretch and knead the fondant on top of the board slowly with the butter. I don't know if you get what I mean. Like now I'm kneading. Initially I was stretching. Like you stretch and knead at intervals. The reason why you're stretching is because it gives you like, it lets you know when you're using, like when you should stop using Crisco or butter, so your fondant won't be too soft. Yeah, so you should knead. The kneading makes it soft, and then the stretching makes you know like how, like what is the texture like, what will it look like when you roll. Is it ready? Yes. So once you're done with the first part, start to like do the same thing to the second part. So just knead and stretch at intervals. The reason why you don't want to put this in the microwave, have you ever put your pizza in the microwave? It becomes kind of like stretchy. Yeah, that's exactly what is going to happen to your fondant. I know in the case of pizza, you're eating it, you don't need to roll it out, but in this case you need to roll it and cover your cake, so it will be breaking. So don't put it to soften it in the microwave. Soften it. The reason why you're kneading and stretching is because the heat from your hands is also softening the fondant instead of putting it in the microwave. So once you're done with that, once they are like around the same consistency, you're going to take both of them, the first part and the second part, and then you are going to join it together and then put some more butter or vegetable shortening on your rolling board or rolling silicone mat, and start to knead and stretch again together, just like you did initially. Guys, if this is your first time on this channel, where have you been? But thank God you're here now, so please subscribe to my channel and like this video. Like, give me a thumbs up. When you give me a thumbs up, you're telling YouTube that you like the video, so that way they'll suggest it to more people who might like it, so more people will be likely to see it. So thank you guys for your support. Okay, so if you notice, our fondant is becoming softer than it was initially. So the first time I actually bought ready-made fondant, like I bought it and I was like, this fondant is not good. And then I bought another brand and I was like, it is not good as well. I bought 3 brands before I realized that okay, all of them come, like when they come, they are hard. Yes, it's you that needs to soften it, and it took me a while to learn that I don't put it in the microwave, because normally in the case of marshmallow fondant, if I want to soften it, I put it in the microwave. But if you're using already made fondant, don't put it in the microwave, because if you do that, you're going to be destroying the texture. You're going to be messing with the texture like that the original producers had in mind, because the heat from the microwave is going to change the texture of your fondant, and that's not what you want. Okay, if you notice now, I'm stretching it, yeah, and it is a lot softer than it was. So it is you who's going to decide, okay, I think it is soft enough or it is not soft enough, depending on what you're used to working with. Some cake decorators are used to working with like a harder, like a firmer fondant, but some people prefer like maybe a softer part because it's easier to manipulate and stuff. So don't put too much shortening, because that way your fondant will become too hard, too soft, I mean. And if it is too soft, all you have to do is just wrap it up. If you have another one to use for that day, wrap it up and leave it till the next day and use another one. By the next day it will be like a little bit harder than normal. Now see how it stretches, like stretching it, like cut it in the middle and stretch. Yeah, this is the consistency I like. So I think this consistency is okay for spreading, and it is best for, especially for beginners. If you're not used to working with fondant, make sure it is not too hard so it doesn't frustrate you. Another way to test if it is ready is to do the poke test. Yeah, so I'm going to show you how to do that, but initially see the stretch test. This way all you have to do is hold one end and stretch it. If it doesn't cut at all in the middle, then you know you are ready to go. Yeah, you're holding one end of the fondant and cutting some parts and stretching it. Can you see it stretches so well? That's what you want. So if you can't do that, let me show you the poke test. If you're doing the poke test, you want to make sure your fingers can easily go into it without it being too hard. Like, it can make like an easy indent that doesn't rise back up. Yeah, see what I'm saying? It doesn't come back up like bread dough. Yeah, so this way it is stable and ready to roll. I hope this video makes it easy for you, especially if you're using fondant for the very first time. Okay, so this was the cake I made with the fondant, and it came out so nice, and the customer really liked it. So thank you guys for watching this video, and give me a thumbs up if you really like it, and I'll see you next time.